What's going on? Paisanos! V here, coming at you guys with another market watch today. Before I begin, I just want to say something real quickly. So normally when I do a market watch, I always talk about cards and I go, hey guys, this card's going up because of X reason, or this card's doing this, and here's why. Some of these cards in today's market watch, I have zero idea why it's going up in value. So I'm gonna need your help to let me know. Comment down below what's happening here. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, and comment down below. Comment question of the day. Here's a bit of a tricky one. What do you feel like is going to be the next big reprint? I mean, for years, we've been saying Infinite Permanence or Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. And then we get a new set coming out and we're like, okay, Ash Blossom's going to be in there. Or Imperm's going to be in there. Or maybe a structure deck with another common Ash Blossom, one of the most needed cards in the game. Or maybe even we'll start seeing some new reprints. What with Triple Tactics Talents, Forbidden Droplets, Lightning Storms? We haven't seen it yet. So let me know if you could pick only one card, what would be the reprint? I'm going to give you mine right now. I think Triple Tactics Talents is such a good card that I think that card either needs to be banned or reprinted. Being the fact that it's kind of new and it's kind of worth a lot of money, I'm going to guess Konami wants to juice us, so the reprint will happen first before we get the ban, which the ban I think will be inevitable. I don't think nobody will complain about that card. That card's insanely busted. But I do think that will happen. A little update as well. PSA is backlogged, and basically what's happening with that is if you're looking to get your card graded, it's gonna be a while if you can even get it to them. Now here's the thing with PSA. I feel like, by personal opinion, I don't like grading cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think grading cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really bad unless you're a dedicated hardcore collector. Then there's no other reason to grade cards. If you have graded cards in this game and you're just only purely a collector, I guess so. I don't understand it, but I understand that you want to seal that card perfectly in time. I get that. Me, personally, I don't like grading cards. I feel like grading cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a pain, because the minute you grade a card in Yu-Gi-Oh!, you cut off everybody that wants to buy that card. Most Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that buy a card want to play with the card, want to use the card, whatever you want to call it. But in other games like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, where grading is so insanely high and in such crazy demand, I can understand why those players want to have those cards graded. Their market's already there, it's established, it's been there for years, and it's only grown upon the previous generations of collectors. In Yu-Gi-Oh!, we're technically in, I would argue, the first generation of real Yu-Gi-Oh! Collectors. So I don't think grading is that big of a deal right now for Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, and maybe it'll be a foundation which we'll see levels, and we'll see cards that were nothing now getting graded, now having value. Once again, something I don't care about, I don't like it, I'm a competitive player, I do collect cards, but I never considered getting cards graded, because I always felt like you lock yourself out of that card, and why would you want to do that if you want to see play? Once again, there's some cards I know you're going to say, V, what about DDS Blue Eyes? Hey, if DDS Blue Eyes sees play, I'm cracking that grade, and I'm playing my DDS Blue Eyes. Like, that's the way I feel about these kind of cards. So I'm not really excited, is what I'm trying to say, about myself going out and grading cards. I have a lot of cards with a ton of money, and by grading it will exponentially increase money, as well as the World Championship envelopes. I'm just not grading it. I don't care about it like that. Let me know what you guys think about that comment down below. I know it's a big topic, but I just, once again, it depends on the player you are, depends on how much you will get it graded. I don't do it at all. So in this video I said I'm going to talk about cards I don't know that's going to have any value. Some of these I do know will have some value. But it's going to get real crazy real fast. Stay with me. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. By the way, on Twitch, we're gaining people every single day. Go ahead and click on the links down below and hit the follow button. And if you can't subscribe, and check me out on Twitch, because we play. Right now we're playing Shadow Invoked, and we just nonstop go X1 with the deck. It's a phenomenal deck, and one of the best cards needed in the deck to make it operate properly is going to be Artemis the Matchless Moon Maiden. This card with a $16 market price is kind of calming down, but not really. It's roughly around $15 still. When this card first dropped at Edge's impact, its price point was roughly around $5 to $6. The reason it is increasing so much in value is because it's a staple card in any kind of invoked variation. Now, don't get me wrong, you can still go Solemn Amirage, you can go into Secure Garner, and that will be your light target, but if you don't want to run Solemn Amirage, if you don't have the extra X spots to dedicate to 2 cards to going to a light target for your Alistair, Artemis the Moon Maiden doesn't have 1. So that's the reason why a lot of players, including myself, run this card. If you're looking to get a collector's rare version of Artemis that matches Moon Maiden, Triple M, with a $57 market price, the value is kind of crazy right now. There's one listed here for roughly around $65. After that one is gone, the value of the card is now $70 a copy. Once again, you only need one, and the value of Artemis is increasing. How fast? I paid $47 for mine, and I thought I was getting ripped off when I was buying it. I'm like, this is insane, but I want this card max rarity, so I'll buy it. But it's roughly around $70, which is absolutely ludicrous for this card. But the crazy part about this whole situation is it's not going to go down unless Shadow Invoked are going to go down. And I don't think Shadow Invoked is going to go anywhere for a very long time. Then we have Marincess Pascalus. Pascalus. This card coming out of initial assault at super rare with a $4 market price is roughly right now limited at $5. We want a first edition version that's almost near $6 a copy for a super rare Marincess monster. Now, I don't know why. It could be because, and with a lot of these cards, it could be because there's a lack of these cards in the market, and because people are seeing the fact there's a lack of them, they're jacking the price up. That could be one very simple reason. But I really don't understand why this is happening. Don't get me wrong, I love Marincess, and would love to see Marincess come out and become a meta deck out of nowhere. You know how crazy that would be? Like, everyone's doing a thing, Marincess coming out of nowhere, and they're like, okay, now we're tier 1 as well. I think Marincess gotta have the potential. It's almost, in my opinion, I think Marincess is almost close to going from, like, Rogue to tier 1 that fast. Like, blink your eyes, it's going to be tier 1 now. Deal with Marincess. Because Marincess has a lot of crazy cards in that deck. They have the best road in the game, sign up mining. And, you know, they kind of recreate their board with relatively ease every single turn. So I really like Marincess. Seeing Pascalus rising high in value, I don't understand at all still. And like nobody bought Initial Assault. Everyone bought Initial Assault, especially if you wanted your Lightning Storms. It's just crazy to see his card rise so high in value. Elemental Hero, Evil Hero Malicious Bane added Legendary Duelist Immortal Destiny, $147 market price. It's on sale today. Lucky you. The card price, well, that's German, French, $140. Now, of course, after that one goes away and sold, the price point goes to $147. Do you have your copy? Here's the thing, though. I feel like, okay, first of all, it's Hero Players doing Hero Play things. If you guys are new to the channel, first of all, hi, how's it going? Make sure to follow me on Twitch. But second thing, Hero Players always do Hero Player things. What is that? Well, there's the market, and we can talk about the market, we can argue about the market, and then there's like an online mini market, I like to call it. Mini marts, and in there, the number one, in my opinion, dominating mini mart is definitely Heroes. There's Cyber Dragon, there's other like decors markets that just don't care about whatever's going up or going down. They don't care about it. They're gonna do their own thing. But Heroes have always been their own version of a mini market. Now, the craziest thing about the Hero mini market, Hero players can't predict it. I can't predict it at all. Collectors have zero idea about it or can't predict it. Nobody can predict this. This is the alternative rogue market where this card's $137 today. Turn around tomorrow, the card can be worth $5. Why do I say that? Well, it's from the Legendary Duelist series, meaning, and looking at previous Legendary Duelist series that have gotten a reprint, there's more than likely going to be a reprint of Evil Hero Malicious Bane. So even though this card's insanely expensive right now, it could get a reprint, and depending on the rarity, this value can tank, it can stabilize, or even go higher. And what I mean by that is, obviously you'll have a drop with a reprint, but if the reprint's in common, it's going to spike back up because how easy it is to get the highest rarity hero card. Oh, you can't get it? Cool. It's like Dark Law. Everyone can get a Dark Law. Do you have an ulti one? Okay, that's fine. That's why Dark Law's worth so much money. So that's why I see about like with Heroes. That's my kind of what I think's going to happen with Heroes. But once again, nobody can predict it. We can only pretend to predict it as the market goes. Yeah, I don't care. That's another Ultra coming out in another Legendary Duel series. We'll just buy that one out. Why? We're Hero players. We don't follow the rules of the market. Like, they don't. And that's the crazy thing about Heroes. And I kind of like it. Then we have some Unlimited Battles Legends Heroes Adventures card with a $10 market price. Almost $11. It's almost $11 on TCG Play Market. This card is not going down. The crazy thing about Summoner, I feel like, is the fact that this card is such a great card, but the meta is still a little bit too fast for it. Don't get me wrong. I still think some decks can definitely get a lot of advantage with Summon Limit, but I feel like the meta is so crazy, so fast, so quick-witted. I feel like the meta can definitely go faster than you resolving Summon Limit and trying to end that game. The only deck that I think kind of breaks this mode would be like a Guru control. And if you're running Guru with Dragoons, get help. There's hotlines, just phone numbers. Our friends know, it's everyone's on the internet. Talk to them. Get, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to run that deck. I mean, if you have a buddy who runs that deck, and anytime he brags about anything Yu-Gi-Oh, just tell him to shut up. If you run that deck, if you brag about winning with Gluru, Jesus. That's the guy that goes to war and kills babies. Like, who brags about that? Shut up. It's gross. Get away. What are you doing? Why are you even out my bunker? I don't know. Yeah, anyway. I don't want to go. Mystic Mime. Speaking of Guru players. Now, this is a weird thing. Guru players, I don't think play Mystic Mime. Mystic Mime is almost okay depending on the deck. Like you've seen it in Dinos. You're not going, oh, Mystic Mime. It's a Dinos play it naturally. Even in Prankets to a degree, they run Mystic Mime. Mystic Mime right now, whether it's the super rare or the secret rare, is anywhere from $7 to $8. When this card first debuted as a prismatic secret rare, it was roughly $3. And I knew it was going to go higher in value. I didn't know the Konami would just never ban this card. Because why would you want to ban a card like Mystic Mime? This card makes perfect sense, right? No, it doesn't. But Konami just feels like it does, so here we are. We have Chicken Game ban, rightfully so. Mystic Mime? Well, let him have 3. Let him eat cake. Listen, looking at Mystic Mime, this card is a crazy, crazy, crazy card. And it's the same thing like Guru players, where like, you play this card, and you go, oh, I won my game. Did you really, though? Did you really? Because I felt like your card did everything while you sat there and was looking at your opponent going, you don't got MST, scoop it up. You don't got Twin Twisters, scoop it up. Anyway. I got like literally vent on these two. Okay, whatever. Lapis Dragon has a Savage Strike with a $3 market price. Well, unlimited versions are roughly around $4. First edition versions almost near $5 for a Lapis Dragon. Well, why is that so much money, V? Well, the card came out in Savage Strike. Its reprinted version also came out. No, I'm joking. That doesn't have a reprinted version. It doesn't have a reprinted version, and that's why Lapis Dragon, only out of Savage Strike, is worth so much money. What decks it belongs in? Mermails. Atlantean Mermails. That's the same thing as Mermails, but I want to make it so I have more things to talk about. That's it. What are Mermails doing in this format? Nothing yet. But I always feel like with Mermails, and once again, let me know in the comments down below. Like, everyone laughs at Mermails until they have to play against a deck, and they're going, oh no. Like, right or wrong, am I the only one who kind of sees this where, like, everyone's like, you're playing Mermails? What a dumb... And then, like, you play against them, and you're like, draw phase, stand by phase, main phase, we good? Everything's cool? You good? You happy? Because, like, Mermail, everyone kind of has it in the back. If you play this game for long enough, you have it in the back of the mind that Mermail player, no matter what deck you're playing, could walk right through you. Like, walk right through you, GG. And I like that about Mermails. I always loved that about Mermails. No matter what format we're in, no matter what the meta is, Mermails are always that player that everyone makes fun of, everyone thinks the deck's dumb, up until you have to actually go against the deck. And then you better learn what those cards do, and fast. And by the way, when I mean fast, I mean, there's two different ways to play. They can take your hand away, and you'll play with like 2 cards in your hand, or they'll shotgun your face and ask you how's your day going. And I really liked it about Mermails. It's a very unique deck out of all the decks here that can do that. It's one of the reasons why I bought the deck Max Rarity. I still have it because I love the fact that every meta, you're almost like the Slender Man. Nobody wants to see the Slender Man, but everyone doesn't go out looking for him. Anyway, I use enough analogies to realize the fact that Mermails are really good. And if you don't have your core, you probably want to pick yours up, as well as Lapis Dragon. Someone's going to say in the comment section down below. Okay. Cyber Dragon Hers is rising in value. Cyber Dragon players are literally like the Canada to America when they're like, hero players, we're going to manipulate our market too. Unsuccessfully, of course. But in the case of Cyber Dragon Hers, you did it. And I actually think that's pretty impressive, to be honest with you. You didn't even manipulate one card, Cyber Dragon players. Very impressive. Now, once again, this will be going into another deck I don't know about. I'll be honest with you. Once again, this is where we start getting into the gray area where, like, you go, V, that belongs in bleh deck. And I go, okay, fair enough. But to see Cyber Dragon card go up in value is relatively interesting, being the fact that it had a reprinting, well, in the 2019 Ghost Like Make It pack. With an $8 market price, the value of this card is roughly around $12. That's the reprinted version. You want the original print version? No big deal. Cybernetic Horizon, ultra rare, $10 market price, but that's not it. It's almost bought out, with the first version being over here roughly around $13. After the $13 is gone, that bad boy starts hitting $16 to $18 for Cyber Dragon Hers. Cyber Dragon players, right now you're like Canada to America. Play your cards right, you guys can one day be like hero players. And I don't know why would you want to be in that realm of like, look at our market. Not even we know what to do with this thing, but I'm going to buy more of it. Like, I don't understand that, but in a weird way, I kind of do in Max C, so good for you. Then we have Cosmo. So we know we're getting a reprint of Cosmo Tin Can, which is $15, so yeah, thanks for the reprint. Cosmojo, Cigarette Breakers of Shadows. Once again, desperately need a reprint. So the market is finally, it's not balanced. It's not balanced. I'm going to stop you right there. The market of Cosmos, and this is why I love the market and why it annoys me at the same time. It's two-ended. Because at one point, Konami's like, we're going to reprint some cards. And we're like, whew, thank you. And the Konami's like, here's 2 of them. And we're like, no. And then we go look at the market, and then we look at original print Cigarette Cosmo Destroyer out of Dimensionless Chaos with a $15 market price. Wow, so low. The real price of the card, by the way, is roughly around $45. After that one's gone, $50, $56. This guy over here is being a little joker. 66666. Get see what he did there? Here's the market of beast. It's a card. What are you doing? Just put a regular price. And he's losing money, by the way, if he sells that. I hope he does. I hope he sells that when the card's $85. And after that, it's $120. Now you go into V. There's also gold rare Cosmo Destroyers. I'll just buy that. Sure, 50 cents and 11 cents. Both gold rarities, original print secret rare. I always, and by the way, once again, if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome to the channel. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and comment down below. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitch. Links will be down below. Also, if you're new to the channel, you have no idea how much I hate gold rarity. Here's why. Because if you spend a couple extra bucks more, when Cosmo Destroyer was at its lowest, roughly around, what, $10, $15, arguably, the value of the Destroyer exponentially increased. You want a gold rare? Sure, go ahead. Pick your poison, they both suck. You want the premium gold rare? The newest one, 11 cents? Or you want the elusive gold secret rare? That bad boy's gonna run you 50 cents. Like I said, if you don't have a lot of money, the ability to buy gold rares is a blessing. And I always like that. I still want gold rares to come out. But everyone who talks to me about gold rares being valuable, you are out of your mind. Just absolutely lost it. Just gone. V, there's a lot of value to be made in premium gold, infinite gold, maximum gold. A lot of value in maximum gold, okay. I know we're jumping around, but let's go. Let's click on it real quickly. The most valuable card is a vanilla blue White Dragon. We can't even play in competitive meta. Oh no, there's Aspect Simulator Spring, $21, one of the lowest versions of itself. And there's Feet, one lowest version. In Perm, almost nobody plays that anymore. Still a phenomenal card, don't get it wrong. Nibiru is $15, but then again, the Ultimate Rare is also over $100. Dark Magician, Harpy Featherduster is a 1-up at $10. Drone Lockbird. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? Like, gold rare is trash. Please stop talking to me about gold rare being good. Even maximum gold, and you go back to that video when I talked about it and bad about it, obviously, because it's maximum gold. People were still commenting, V, this one's unique. Does it say gold on it? Okay, it's not. It's absolutely not. You go back to that video, I also said how Blue Eyes and the collector's cards will hold value, being the fact that the competitive market will laugh at that. And they do. Once again, if you don't have a lot of money, I think gold rare is phenomenal. But don't talk to me about your penny stock as a high-yield investment when I'm in Berkshire Hathaway. We're not in the same ballpark. We're not even playing the same game, okay? You're playing competitive esports, ESPN, connected dots, and I'm over here in Major League Baseball running that pennant race. We're just not in the same game. With that said, though, I'm sorry I had to vent that. Gold rare is so trash. Okay, even though we got Gold Cosmos Farm Girl being roughly around $8, some of you might go, V, that's awesome, isn't it? I guess so, but once again, to prove my point again, $16 is a lot more than $11. The fact that it went up to, $8. The fact that it went up to $8 could be, once again, because we got reprints of Cosmos, but the original print's still worth more money. And the reprint of Cosmos is Tin Can and Cosmojo, which are probably going to go down in value. I would think Tin Can will go down in value. Cosmojo won't. This is a lie and a bad one. Cosmojo right now with an $18 market price is roughly around $19. You want original print first edition, $21. The reason why I don't think this is going to go down too much, it might dip a little bit and then immediately spike back up, is because it's simply the higher rarity. And if it's high rarity, as opposed to its ultra rare counterpart, I think original print secret rare Cosmojo will hold value. Solemn Strike is a phenomenal example of this. Solemn Strike at a Breakers of Shadows, $14 market price. Unlimiteds are $16 to $18. You want a first edition version, $24. This is just a great example of, yeah, you can get the other versions, but the original print version is going to have majority of the value, unless, of course, once again, these are rule breakers. There is an Ultimate Rare, and the Ultimate Rare Solemn Strike out of OTS Pack 4 is $220. Now, you could go ahead and buy this. I've owned this card, and I've sold it and happily bought the original print secret rares, because anybody who owns this is like, well, I like the Ultimate Flex V. Yeah, you got the flex. Your Ultimate Rare flexes. Literally, Ulti Solemn Judgment, if I look at it, I think I'm psychic, because the card's wobbling like this. It's on a wrecked. All right, Grado Dragon at Dimension of Chaos, $4 market price. Name and first edition, so roughly around $9 to $10. Wow. This card, Grado Dragon at Dimension of Chaos, is original print, so maybe that's the reason why it's worth a lot of money. Other than that, I have no other reason why. This card's pretty bad. Even though the Grado core isn't a bad core, to be honest with you. It's kind of fun to play. But Grado Dragon absolutely is atrocious. Then we have Harpy Harpus. Coming out of Cross Souls, this card with a $9 market price is roughly around, well, if you want unlimited, $11. First edition, there's one over here for $16 and then $25. Now, there's other versions of Harpy Harpus, like the Ring Raiders Rare, it's $1.35, and the Common. But being the fact that this is the highest rarity version, this is why it's worth the most. Konami, can we please, for the love of God, you've been teasing us since, like, what, Lord Tychion Galaxy, about Harpies, and slowly giving, like, little, can we just make Harpies good for, like, a little bit? I don't know, part of me wants that to really badly happen. I really do like Harpies a lot. I originally got involved in this deck because you could run, magical hats, and you could send, oh my god, it's been so historic sign to the graveyard with magical hats, and then you add 3 Harpies to your hand, and there was no Ash Blossom Joy Spring. You were totally adding those 3 Harpies, and I really like that about Harpy Harpus a lot. And I would love to see Harpies, well, not Harpy Harpus, but Harpies in general, but I would love to see Harpies actually become kind of meta. Give me, like, 1.5. I'll take 1.5. I would totally accept that. But we don't have any good Harpy cards at the moment. I will say, though, Harpies have one of the most insane, not them links, not them exceed monsters. It's not, is it lightning something? Lightning, I don't edit my videos. I really should. I really need to edit my videos. Lightning Tajori, wait, this is Ultimate Rare. They have Lightning Tajori, no, Lightning Tajori is not meant to say Harpies, but Lightning Tajori is always using Harpies. This is Ultimate Rare at Cosmo Blazers with a total market price. It's roughly around $19 for the unlimited. You want a first edition version? It's one over here at 20, and then it's 20, like something, what was that? I'm bad at math, 28 almost, and then it's roughly near $29. I will say this card is not used in anything, but I also will say if you don't own a copy of this card, you are out of your mind. The value exponentially increases as the years go on. I own one of these, and I still kind of want to get a second one. I'm debating on it, 50-50, but definitely got the one locked in. Dragonian Divine Lance at a Secret Eternity with a $3 market price is roughly around $5. $5 for a common. Secret Eternity. Why is that, you say? Well, because we just had a reprint set recently, and someone's like, hey, we should reprint Dragonian Divine Lance, and that guy's like, yo, shut up. We're reprinting all the OTS Ultimate Rares. Mine's the good one players care about. And Sarayu, and that Horoza guy, vanilla guy, and Ghost in the Past. True story. That guy got them with the janitor. The janitor who said comments they really swapped janitors and employees all over the place. Okay. Pilica, Descendant of Gusto out of Primal Origin, with a $7 market price, is $9. In fact, after a while, it eventually goes up to $10. Do you have a Pilica, Descendant of Gusto? I don't even know if I have this. I'm not going to look for this card, but this is a $10 card. I have no idea why. Original print Primal Origins? I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. It's psychic. Level 3, you go eat Elliot. Okay. Powder and Zekatron at a Legacy of the Valiant with almost a $12 market price is roughly around $14. Powder and Zekatron. I don't know what these cards, I'm not even reading their effects. If I come across one of these cards, Pilica or Powder and Zekatron, I'll put it aside and sell it to somebody who, if they buy it, wow, I'm cool. Torrential Reborn. I could do an entire mark off like this, but I don't want to, because it's me just being exasperated at the fact that I have no idea what's happening, other than the fact that these cards are worth money. And it's where I'm in this weird middle level where I'm too lazy to go look for these cards, and I definitely have them, but these cards are worth some kind of value, and I really should look for them. Torrential Reborn, the last reprint came out in 2014, 7 years ago, with a $1 market price. The value's been bought out. It's roughly around $7 to $10 for Torrential Reborn. That's for the Megaton. If you want the Secret Rare out of Lord Tychion Galaxy with a $3 market price, that's been bought out to roughly around $11, and then almost near $12 for Torrential Reborn. Once again, Torrential Reborn, not Torrential Tribute. No. That's a good card. Torrential Reborn. Okay, so let's talk about OTS Tournament Pack 15. This is the newest OTS Tournament Pack we have. This is OTS Pack. As far as Ultimate Rares is just a horrible situation. With 2 of the Ultimate Rares getting reprinted in case you really wanted those. Because nobody's gonna pay for Ultimate Rare Dark Requiem. Nobody's gonna buy Arm Dragon level 10. Collectors might, but for real, majority of the competitive player base is not running to the. And look at the market. Like, there's not many listings. There's only 14 listings of Arm Dragon level 10. It's $45. That's insanely high still, but lower than its current $53 market price. Look at Dark Requiem XYZ Dragon. 12 listings, $37. Lower than its $47 market price. That's insane. Crystal Neopyre is the only card that actually holds any kind of value with $99 market price. The value is still going down. About $93 to $96. It's not dead, but it's going down. And it will obviously continue to go down unless you give Yu-Gi-Oh! Players a reason why to use this card. Collectors don't care about it. Casuals not going to spend this money for it. With this card, you're specifically talking to collector Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. But we don't even use this card realistically in our meta as far as a tier 1 bracket. I think Dragons might use one. What we're seeing with Crystal Needle Fiber is, and they only use one if they got like nibs, kind of maybe the opponent. I don't know. Anyway, it's weird. But then you go ahead and then you look at like tier 2 bracket, and this card's used all over the place because they need something to help them like extend their game state because they don't have many extenders. Henceforth, they're tier 2. But looking at Crystal Needle Fiber, I do think that this card has a possibility of becoming a good card. That's why I tell everybody, if you pull an Ultimate Rare Needle Fiber, you do not sell. Unless you need the money, but you really don't sell it because it's going to see play. I literally went in and got an Ultimate Rare Needle Fiber myself. I owned one. Way before its price spiked insanely high. And I'm hoping to pull another one eventually. Because, like, this card is still a good card. It's just, you definitely need at least one, I think. And that's only because there's a possibility of it seeing meta play. But if you're getting OTS Pack 15, you don't care about like the Ultimate Rares like Dark Requiem, Arm Dragon, and Needle Fiber. That, you just don't care about those. You care about cards like Dogmatic Punishment, which is currently $10. You care about the Super Rare Shell Dragon, which is a little bit under $5, Knock Division $4, maybe even Borbo. These cards will definitely sell flat out, as well as Melfi Mami. You send to a, whoever buys that card, just, you know, smell face. Listen, I think OTS Pack 15 still has a lot of value, despite the fact that the Ultimates are terrible. And that's very unique, because most OTS packs, we see value not in the Super Rares, but we see value in the Ultimate Rares. At least 2 out of the 3 Ultimate Rares would have decent value, they will sell good. But looking at OTS Pack 15, I mean, you're probably going to sell 2 out of 3 Ultimate Rares, and then if you, in the case if you already have Needle Fiber, you will probably sell that as well. When you look at the Super Rares, I mean, that's all good. I mean, you pull a Dogmatic Punishment, you pay $5 for entry, pull a Punishment, that's a $10 card, pretty good. And I'm not saying you should sell OTS Pack 15 Dogmatic Punishment. Oh, the guy, TG Play used to have a little thing here that you can't sell it, but now I guess they're selling it. Who cares? Listen, I think that OTS Pack 15 is still a good OTS pack. If you have an opportunity to get some OTS packs, let me know which one you choose in the comment section down below. I might go between 14, 15 right now. Maybe even 13. They're all not bad. They're just not insanely good. And I think we're kind of spoiled by that. Anyway, Paisanos, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Hit the like button. Comment down below. Paisanos! It's your boy V, and you Paisanos have a great day.